Hello, it is me. I wanted to make a separate video because I didn't want to make the last video like an hour fucking long. Did not want to do that to you. Okay? So, we're gonna be talking about jobs that I've had and shit that went down at those jobs, okay? Okay, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna have so much fun doing it. Alright, so job number 1 I got when I was 15 years old, and I got it at my old gymnastics place that I used to go to in middle school when I was doing gymnastics. I only did it for like 6th and 7th grade, but yeah, I still did it. And it was a lot of fun. Just kidding, I low-key hated it. Like, I wanted to like it, and honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I felt that way about every single job that I've had. Like, I've forced myself to like it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a job. Like, you're not gonna love a job, you know what I mean? I mean, unless you're a psycho. But that's basically... Oh my god, not this shit again. See, they pop up like fucking germs in your eye. So yeah. So job number 1 I got when I was 15 years old. I got it at Boofside Gymnastics. And I just remember having a GM there that was just a cunt. Like, a lot of girls were cunts there. I did meet this one girl that was really, really nice and sweet, and she had a stutter, and we actually ended up being pretty good friends after we met at work. We only met one time, too. And what's crazy is that I was working only birthday parties, right? Like, I wasn't, like, teaching gymnastics to little girls, even though that's what the fuck I applied there for. But they're like, no, I'm doing birthdays, because, like, you don't have any experience. Like, how the fuck am I gonna get experience if I don't already have experience? This is how I get experience, motherfucker. Whatever. So yeah, so that happened. And, they would tip me, like, $20, $10, maybe $5 if I was lucky at the end of each party. I remember, and it was mostly, like, little kids, right? Like, 6, 7, 4, 3, like, maybe not 3. Maybe, like, 5 and 12 at the oldest, you know? I remember hosting a party for a girl that was older than me. 17. I was 15. And it was Five Nights at Freddy's themed, and this girl invited, like, all of her high school friends, and they just, like, ran around the gymnasium, and I remember her dad handing me a 20 at the end. That was a nice little core memory. It was just nice, like, just watching, like, people who were a little bit older than me, like, have fun, rather than, like, a fuck ton of little kids, you know? Not that I had an issue with that, but I don't know. I get that job a 7 out of 10. Just because, like, it was my first job, so I kind of appreciate it and have a soft spot for it. And I met a good friend from there. I don't really talk to them anymore. I know they transitioned, and I think they moved away from where I'm living. So I kind of lost contact with them, but they're pretty cool. They were pretty cool, from what I remember. From when we were friends, fuck! So, second job I've had. Astro skate. I don't even know if I want to touch on that shit, bro. That was quite an adventure. Okay, so let's start off. First of all, I got groomed by one of the workers. Second, I was getting paid $8.56 an hour. Okay. By the way, I'm not bashing any of these fucking companies. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a single fuck, honestly. I'm sharing my experience. I'm sharing what the fuck I went through, okay? Let's just get that straight and clear. Okay? So, I remember driving my dad's beater car to Astro Skate, like, a lot. I was a junior when I started working there. I started working there, like, August of, like, the start of junior year. So I would work at Astro Skate and attend fundamental high school. It was hell. I hated it. Even though I guess, I don't know if this is a symptom of ADHD or what, but again, like I said in the beginning, like, I would convince myself force myself to like it, if that makes sense. But, like, looking back at it, like, I didn't like that shit at all. I don't miss it, so I didn't like it, you know? That's how I feel about everything. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Stop! Sorry, I'm very, like, fucking, I don't even know. 727! 727. That fuck-ass dude from Big Lots. I'm still so mad. Good luck in life, buddy. You're cursed for life. So, I don't know if I almost ended the video because I was like, I kind of want to, like, make a list of all the jobs. Like, I have a list of all the jobs right here, but I want to, like, write down shit that occurred at the job. If I can't think of it on the spot, maybe it'll come to me. No, I want to continue this video. Stop being in a weird mindset, Alexia. Sorry, I had to talk myself out of that one. I just feel like I need to be cracked like an egg. Alright. But I made a really good friend at Astro Skate. Her name is Celeste. I still have her on all my socials. We don't hang out like that because we live far. We're girls in our 20s. We got our own shit going on. Like, it's nothing personal, though. Like, I'm still cool with her. There was this other girl, however. Oh, my God. Memory unlocked. Oh, my God. Another memory unlocked. This fucking girl. These two girls piss me off so goddamn much. I don't give a fuck. It's... We're gonna call... Should I just call them their normal names? No, I'm not gonna do that. We're not name dropping. That's too dangerous, okay? So, this girl named Kayla. Fake name. And this girl named... Wait! I don't know if I want to... Yeah. Kayla and Kyla. Perfect! Gotcha! Okay. So, Kayla and Kyla... Shut up. Kayla and Kyla were these two motherfuckers that worked at my work. And you know, initially they seemed charming and fun to talk to and hang around and just be around. This one bitch made me cry, and this other bitch broke my ukulele. And she was a pick-me. Oh my God, it's just like the war fucking flashbacks are just flooding to my head. Yeah, so this girl made me cry. I don't even remember what the fuck about, but she yelled at me over some bullshit. Let me tell you, it was bullshit. I think it was just because I threw away food, like, while we were closing, and she, like, wanted the food. I don't even think it was that. I just remember it being, like, about some dumb, not that deep shit. She was fucking screaming at me about it, and I cried instead of crashing the fuck out on her. This girl was so ugly, too. She looked like Sid the Sloth. I'm sorry. That's what the fuck you look like, bitch. You look like Sid the Sloth. God, I gotta stop being mean. But it's true, though. Like, if you make me cry, I'm gonna roast the fuck out of you. I'm gonna say mean things about you, okay? I'm not gonna be nice about you. Like, you made me cry. Like, fuck you, bitch. Like, what do I look like to you? Be better. Be the bigger person. No, bitch. Look at my waist. I can't be the bigger person. That was so corny. I'm genuinely so fucked up for that. So she made me cry. And then she never apologized for it. And no manager did shit about it, too. These fuck-ass managers, too. Fuck out of here. God, I hate that fucking job so much! I fucking hated it! I hated the people! I hated the customers! I hated the fucking rink rats! The rink rats. Oh my fuck. Trauma. And just the urge to fight everyone from there. Ah! God, it's so strong. I just can't even contain myself. Yeah, my manager, she had favorites, and I definitely wasn't one of them. Fuck you, whore. Why wasn't I? I was a good worker. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? She would talk about smoking weed so open. Well, maybe not so open, but I overheard her talking to her coworkers about it. I'm gonna tell the boss. No, I won't. They're just all cunts. You all, look at me. If you were from Astro Skate from 2019 to 2020-ish, you are a bitch. And I hate you, except if your name is Celeste. Then I love you. And Melanie. Melanie too. And Elise was cool too. Okay, but other than that, everyone else fucking sucked. Everyone else sucked. Gooners. People who thought they were better than other people. Like, oh, wow, you think you're the shit because you can skate? Go to the gym instead. You know what I mean? Like, stop thinking you're cool. I remember this other fuck-ass employee screamed at me about shit that was not that deep again. What is with you motherfuckers? I want to send a bomb to... Should I keep filming? I didn't mean that. I was joking. What I just said a few seconds ago, I was joking. Why am I always so scared like the FBI is gonna come fucking kill me? Like, I'm just venting. I'm ranting. Can I send a bomb to your house? There, I said it. Fuck. I'm asking permission. I'm not even, like, saying I'm gonna do it. I'm asking you if I can. I hate all of you from that point in my life. So much. To the point where I literally cannot control my anger. Like, I need to break something. You had so many demons and you took that shit out on me. Why? What the fuck did I do? What did I do? It's not my fault. You're ugly and annoying and broke as fuck, probably. Don't take that shit out on me. God, and they were the corniest motherfuckers in the world. God, they were so fucking corny. This dude, I remember this one dude got fucking... Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Post Malone tattoos on his arm. Wait! Stop! That's not what it was. Post Malone tickets. Like concert tickets. Got that tattooed on his forearm. Are we okay? Are you gay? Is the real question I'm asking myself. His defense was, I've been listening to the guy for like literally so long. He was a new upcoming artist. The fuck you mean? Like, he rose to fame like around that time. 2017, 18, 19, 20. Maybe not 20, but like, you've been fucking with the dude for 2 years, damn near. You don't know if he's a bad guy. That's not even the point, but like, I'm thinking too deep into it. Why are you getting tattoos of stupid shit? Tattoos are not cheap. And that shit's on you forever. I'm just like, you are gonna get, no, bitches, zero, nada. It don't matter how good you are not getting anywhere with those. No good job. No good girl. You're fucked. You're fucked. I can't. You're fucked. You know? And let's talk about the dude that groomed me. Okay. His name was Adam. Yep, we're name dropping now. So ugly. So ugly. I couldn't even look at his face. But, you know, my dumbass 16-year-old mind was like, oh my God, someone who's like a little older than me wants me? Yeah, come and get it. Oh! I just can't believe I allowed that to happen to myself. I have my deepest regrets. And I'm really upset with the actions. Okay, so, you know what's so crazy is I was told by a coworker, who I didn't fuck with, by the way. Fuck this motherfucker. She was a bitch. I remember asking her a simple question, like something to do with the register. And I was like fairly new to the job too. Like I was working there for like a good few months, but I still didn't know the fucking answer to this shit. Like, sorry, like I'm gonna ask questions. Is that such an issue? Why can't you just answer the fucking question that I have instead of giving me an attitude about the question? She's like, what kind of fucking question is that? Like, duh, no shit. And I'm like, aren't you just a ray of little sunshine, you? Oh my goodness, you want to come over, have some drinks with us? We could paint our nails. We could talk about boys. We could... Or, here's another option. I pick you up, and we drive all the fucking way to the desert, and I drop your ass off there. And I watch you in the rearview mirror beg and scream to get back on in the fucking car as I drive the fuck away from you. Stop. Like, oh my god! I'm like, I literally think I need to fucking go to a therapist at this point, because I have so much unpacked trauma from these fuck ass people that do not matter at all in this life, except for 3. Moving on from fuck ass skate. Okay, that's what it was called. Number 3, I've got Sunshine LLC. It was basically just a summer camp for kids. And it was a lot of fun, to be honest. It was like a special needs summer camp. And it was like kids around like 2, 3, 4 years old. Or about 4 to 5. Excuse me. I enjoyed working with them. This was kind of before like kids were just out of control and just like couldn't behave themselves. Like these were pre-COVID babies, okay? It was a lot of fun. I remember like us going out in nature a lot and just looking at nature on the boardwalk and stuff. It was right by the beach. It was nice. I think they paid me they actually paid me really good. I remember like minimum wage still at the time was $8.56. They were paying me $11 an hour. Like that was pretty good for my age and how often I worked there. Like it was pretty good pay. Now it's shit, but then it was good. Whiskey wings. Honestly, I have such a soft place in my heart for this restaurant that I used to work at. It was like a bar and grill. Primarily because of the coworkers that I worked with. I worked with, I think she was like 24 at the time, 25. This girl named Maddie, and this girl named Sarah. She was like in her early 30s. And this girl named Jasmine. I just remember like my coworkers being cool and just like big sisters almost. Like they really like cared for me, and they were all just super nice to me and super helpful. Like they were never like bitches to me, you know what I mean? Like they were all super sweet. I have all 3 of them on my Snapchat, so love them. I remember one time this guy, it was like 11 in the fucking morning, okay? Stop playing with me. It was 11 in the goddamn morning, and these fuck ass dudes order to go, and I was in charge of the to-go orders, so I took their order, and the phone quality call was shit, okay? Either their phone sucked, or they just weren't speaking in the mic, and it was just very hard to understand them, and over the phone, I would be like, I'm sorry, could you repeat that? And then they would like, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, can you repeat that one more time? Like, why are you getting an attitude with me? Like, your phone sucks, I can't hear you. Like, why are you getting mad at me? Hello, I'm trying to get your food correct, so you don't show up and throw a fucking hissy fit. I hate men. I fucking hate men, except my man. I fucking hate men. So they show up at the restaurant. And before they show up, I go to my manager and I'm like, I'm honestly, like, I'm really anxious about these fuck ass people that just placed this order. Like, they seemed mad as fuck and they seemed like they wanted to, like, hurt me. I didn't say that last part, but I told my manager, I was like, please just handle these people for me, like, if you don't mind. I'm 17 goddamn fucking years old. Don't make me do this. I do enough already, okay? As a 17-year-old. I gotta clock out in an hour. Like, you know what I mean? Like 4-hour shifts. So these fuck-ass people come inside and they get their food. They get their to-go order and they start looking through that shit. And they're having an attitude about, no, like, I wanted this way. No, I wanted these wings this way. And blah, blah, blah. And he's just, like, having an attitude with my coworker. It wasn't my manager that handled the situation. It was my coworker. And they were like, you need to fix this. Like, I didn't ask for this. And he was just, like, giving her an attitude. And moral of the story is, like, it just pissed me off, like, seeing people, like, be mad as fuck about chicken wings at 11 a.m. in the morning. Get a life. Another thing I remember is a husband and a wife. And this was like during a night shift, right? It was like 9 p.m. So a husband and a wife, they were arguing outside. And I couldn't really make out what was being said. And then my manager, this big fat white dude named Josh, who did acid a lot and did coke a lot. Why did I not censor acid? I don't know. But like he would allegedly, this never happened. He would have some fun with a snowball in the bathroom at work. Infer what you want to infer. I tried to do the best analogy that I could. But yeah, he did a lot of drugs, okay? And he would give me good advice. But also, I remember, like, me losing respect for him this one time. He had just got engaged. He just recently proposed to his fiance at the time. This woman walks through the restaurant, and he's, like, standing right next to me, like, as this woman walks by. And he was like, damn, that girl is fucking hot. And I was like, I turned to him and I'm immediately like, don't you have a wife? Like, why would you say that? And he was like, listen, all guys think the same. It doesn't matter if we're single or not single. And I just remember like being like, get the fuck away from me. What did you just say? You expect me to be okay with that? No, I'm not okay with it. Stop. I understand I have this underneath my eyes. I'm gonna get it, okay? And I'm just like, it is not okay to think that way. If you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're a helicopter, I don't give a fuck what you are. If you have a significant other, you can think in your head that people, like, you see a person like, oh wow, that person is like, it's human nature, right? Okay, don't argue with me about that shit. Okay, I understand it's human nature to a certain degree, but to announce it out loud, especially around just me, like you're not even with your gooner friends, you're with me, a 17-year-old that works the host stand at your fucking restaurant that you manage. You're telling me, first of all, you told me a few days ago that you just got engaged, and now you're telling me, oh, that woman that just walked through this restaurant is hot as fuck. Gooner alert, loser alert, go do coke in the bathroom. Idiot. Fucking pissed me off. Anyways. Ow! Okay, so, next, after Whiskey Wings, we have, I don't know if I want to say the nursing home name, but just nursing home number 1 that I worked at, okay? It was not bad, okay? It could have been better in some circumstances here and there. It just seemed like not really cared for, and the area where it did seem like there was care was pretty much like only like director of nursing or like HR department, and like the daily activities department. I first got hired there to announce bingo, okay, at these senior games, bingo games. And I was pretty good at it, okay? And I had some fun doing it, you know? Made some good old people friends. I had a fun time doing it. So then comes my boss. By the way, I actually love my boss from this nursing home. Because she's how I got hired there, first of all. She is friends with my dad. They've been friends for a long time. and she got me that job. So, she starts, like, kind of, I don't want to say grooming, but it felt like grooming. She started, like, grooming me to want to do a, what was the fucking, oh my god, what was it called? The caretaker position, if you will. Med tech. That's the term that I was looking for. Sorry, my hair's greasy. I didn't even realize until now. She wanted me to start working as a med tech on the second floor of the building that she worked in, because she got a little office room in a building where the residents would reside in. Like, you have the residents' rooms, and then you have her office in the middle of it, right? So I would go to her office after I was done with the bingo games to, like, kind of help organize the office a bit, because it was really fucking messy. They needed a teenager, damn near teenager. Like, I know I was 18 at the time, but they needed me to help sort it. Or no, I was 17 at the time. Yeah, because I had turned 18 in April. And then after I turned 18, I started working as a med tech. And the training I got, I feel so bad for the lady that trained me. Like, first of all, I can already tell that she, like, hates her life. Like, maybe not hates her life, but, like, no, I'd say hate her life. Part of me feels bad saying that, because it's like, how well do I know that? Like, how accurate is that? Like, she might love her life. She just might hate her job, you know what I mean? She trained me. She did a really good job training me, honestly. Kudos to her. And something I noticed when I got trained by her, I told her, like, hey, you're supposed to be training me today. I could tell, like, no one told her that, like, prior. And she seemed, like, irritated and bothered at first, like, oh god, like, I gotta train you too, and I gotta take care of, because, you know, these med techs, they have their routine lined up. If you don't know what a med tech is / caretaker, I mean, I was doing both jobs, caretaker and med tech. I was doing both jobs. And if you don't know, like, what for you're talking about, they are the people that help with the residents at an assisted living facility, like a nursing home, if you will. So my position was to be a med tech, meaning I give the residents their medicines at the designated times, okay? Oh, but another thing I had to make sure I did, do their laundry, make their beds, make sure they're up and down for breakfast. I mean, that kind of came with the med tech shit too, but my point is like, they made me do so much more than I was paid to do. Shocking, isn't it? Like every other fucking job in the world. Take advantage of an 18-year-old, why don't you? I don't know. I feel really bad because nursing homes are so poorly run. If you're thinking about sending your loved one to a nursing home, pick the expensive one. Okay? I promise it'll be worth it. If you pick the cheap one, it's a really bad idea. I'm letting you know firsthand. Okay? Don't send them to a nursing home at all if you can. Like, nursing homes are not it. The staff is not it. I remember, like, my boss being cool with me, but, like, part of me felt guilty about that because it's like, oh, like, I do have special privilege. Like, I did get hired because you are friends with my dad. You know what I mean? Like, if I was just some random... And I think I made a mistake of telling some of my coworkers that. They don't need to know all that. They don't need to know. They never needed to know. All right, so moving on. So then we have nursing home number 2. So how did we get to another nursing home when I was just working at one? So apparently, I got pulled into the office. I got pulled into my boss's office. The boss that's friends with my dad. And she was like, hey, so I'm going to be leaving this establishment. And I'm going to be going to a different establishment. Nursing home. And you're going to be coming with me. Okay? Honest to God, like, I only felt comfortable with her there at the job. You know what I mean? Because, like, I did meet 2 great women. I think they're great, in my opinion. At this nursing home. workplace, they were really sweet to me, and I don't know, I really like them. The rest of the staff kind of just, I don't know, I feel like they just did not like me. You know, I'm a young, pretty girl in their fucking establishment working the same job they are. Ha 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 ha. Of course they're not gonna fucking like you! God, especially if you're, like, not hideous. It's a danger zone, you know? Alright, so she was like, you're gonna come with me. I was like, okay, cool. So where are we going? We're going to another nursing home in a different city. Okay, cool. Alright. I have never experienced such incredible... I can't even find the word, like... It was so much worse. So much worse than the last nursing home. I missed the old nursing home. In fact, you know what's so funny? I had a coworker that was around my age because, again, my boss knew a girl around my age to hire for a med tech position because people kept getting hired and people kept getting fired, except for, like, the staff that's been there long term, like the old heads. I don't want to call them that, but, like, let's call it what it is. But yeah, so my boss was like, yeah, you're coming with me, and also the other girl that I hired that is around your age is coming with us too. And I was like, okay, great. So at least I got, like, a coworker around my age to come to a new job place with me. Like, that's great. She hated it there so fucking much, she went back to the other nursing home. Mind you, this girl knew my boss better than I knew my boss. Like, they were like family. Like, family. That's how bad it was at this new nursing home job. Nursing home number 2. I remember this one lady who had a husband who was malnourished, who she yelled at, who she didn't take care of. He was, like, in a wheelchair, and I remember just her being horrible to him. And I remember coming into a 6 a.m. shift, because that's what I used to do. I used to get to that fucking place at 6 in the goddamn morning and leave at 2 p.m. Okay? And so I arrived to my 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. shift. I get there, and the last person working the night shift is like, hey, we had a resident who has passed, and we got it taken care of though. And I was like, okay, cool. I have a theory. Again, this is a theory. Shut up. It's not confirmed. I have a theory. I have a theory that allegedly this woman who has the old malnourished husband who's in a wheelchair, they were sleeping. He usually slept on the right side of the bed. I have a theory that she pushed him off the bed. Maybe as he was sleeping, or maybe because he was complaining about something, some sort of pain of some sort. And she got fed up. Again, this is all a theory. She got fed up and she pushed him off the bed. And that's what made him die. Don't work at a nursing home when you're 18 or 19. Don't work at a nursing home. It's not funny. I'm not laughing. Shut up. I'm laughing because I can't believe I saw and witnessed and experienced and so much shit that I just didn't need to. Alright, moving on. So, I'm in the era of life where I had just became best friends with this girl. This girl love bombed me into a friendship. Okay? Be weary of those type of bitches. They're like, oh my god, you're my best friend. I love hanging out with you. We should hang out so much more. Like, they want to be you. They want to copy everything you do. They want to be in your energy. They want to steal. Wait, that little heart popped up. That was so cute. Whatever. It's not important. I just got a notification from Poshmark. It says, go get your goals. Yes, ma'am. I will do just that. So... Alright, so I met this girl, and so we become a little closer. I'm gonna make a whole video on her, by the way. I gotta find a time frame to do that, okay? But it's coming very soon. My LA story is coming soon, and I was best friends with the devil is coming soon. I feel like there's something else I wanted to, like, tell a story about, but it'll come to me. So, I met this girl, and she's like, we're like best friends a few months in from now. Like, at this point. And she's like, dude, like, I've been working at Target, and, like, honestly, I fucking hate it. Like, you should come work at this, like, after-school program with me. Or, like, this summer camp. We should work at a summer camp together. Like, at this rec center. We should do it. Like, it would be so fun. And I would be like, you know what, dude? I'm fucking sick of working at a nursing home. I hate working in a nursing home. I've been looking for a new job. I've just kind of stayed at this nursing home because it's comfortable, and I have a routine, and I understand what to do at this point. I got groomed. Stop. So, I told her that, and she's like, you'll literally get hired. Like, I promise you'll get hired. You'll get hired at this rec center, like, I promise. Cause my dad, like, he works for the city. Like, my dad works for the city, so, like, you'll get the job for sure! So, I go in for an interview at the job that she is gonna get hired at. Because I think she already had gotten hired, and I don't know. I don't remember much. My brain loves to block out trauma. So, I'm at this interview, and I'm telling these dudes, like, I do go to school. I do have an in-person class Tuesday and Thursday. Excuse me. Is that okay? And they were like, we prefer you be here every 5 days a week, but, we'll definitely give you a call back and let you know. So, waiting for a call back, never got a call back. And so, finally, I'm, like, starting to call these people, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, like, am I hired or not? Like, I didn't say it like that, but, And he was like, unfortunately, with your school schedule, it just wouldn't be able to work out with our summer camp schedule. Like, we gotta monitor kids, we need our staff here the entire time the kids are here, and, I'm sorry, like, it's not gonna work out. And I was like, great. So now I don't have a job. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I quit my job at the nursing home because I was assured by this bitch that I was gonna get hired. My dad works for the city. Like, you'll be hired for sure. Okay. So that's what made me quit my job. Is that 100% on her? Not really. Like, I could have, like, waited to quit my job until after the interview, or maybe after the confirmation or denial river. Stop. So, yeah. I just remember being so fucking like, oh, fuck me, I don't have a job anymore. And just, like, the panic and just the, like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I have a car payment, and, my mom, she loves to, like, I love her so much, but sometimes in certain situations, she loves to amplify shit. She's like, you have a car payment, what are you gonna do? You gotta pay for your car, how are you gonna pay for your car if you don't have a job? And I'm just like, I am a 19-year-old high school graduate. I'm sure someone wants to hire me some the fuck where. And this was before, like, the job pandemic shit was happening. Like, it's really hard to get a job nowadays, which is horrible, and I feel bad for anyone who is struggling to get a job nowadays. But, like, during this time, it wasn't, like, that hard to get jobs. So I'm, like, going psycho on Indeed. Like, applying fucking everywhere. Boys and Girls Club. Fucking Girl Scout leader. And I applied to a few preschool places. So, because I was like, you know what? I've worked with kids before. I can work with kids again. Like, I haven't done that shit in a while. So, like, why not? So this, oh my god. So this fucking preschool reaches out to me. And I'm like, hallelujah, thank God. Because I was worried sick, like I don't have a job, but now they seem very interested in having me come in and interview. And so I went in and I interviewed. And I remember just like me leaving being like, that was a great interview. Like, I can't wait to start working here. All right, so a little bit of context. So in the interview, I originally got interviewed by the woman that like ran the school, if you will, like the principal of the preschool, even though there's like fucking 5 classrooms, like, you know, there's gotta be a leader somewhere. So she was interviewing me, and I was just like thinking like, oh, this is it's going great thus far. And so, she's like, oh, so you'll be working with Miss Bitch. We're gonna call her Miss Bitch, okay? You're gonna be working with Miss Bitch. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, and she was like, in fact, I think they're doing nap time right now. If you want to come say hi, or if I'll bring her in here and you guys can meet. So we met, and, you know, she was very friendly, very nice, very formal, as was I. And I just remember it being kind of awkward, like, after I was done asking questions. Like, she didn't really, like, know what to say, or, like, talk about, or, like, what, or, like, she just didn't, like, say shit, like, nothing, like, oh, I look forward from, like, hearing from you, blah, 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 like, just anything. So, I get hired. And my first day, I'm, like, really excited. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. And I remember I had a doctor's appointment, the morning before my shift, and I asked the lady, I was like, I forgot I had a doctor's appointment. Is it okay if I, like, go to the doctor's appointment and then show up to school? And she's like, yeah, it's fine. I'm like, cool. So I do that. And I remember telling my doctor at the time, I still had my pediatrician at the time. I told her, like, oh, yeah, I just got hired at this new preschool. I'm going to work there full time. Because it was summertime. I was like, if my best friend who loves seeing me 24/7 is going to be working full time, I got to be working full time too. Even though I was in fucking college. Why did I torture myself like that? I don't know. So, well, I was desperate for a job, essentially. Because I quit my job. You were listening. You understand. So, this woman, what a joy she was. I show up to the school, and I show up to the playground, right? Because that's where my assigned class is, right? And the teacher, too. The teacher looks in my direction, doesn't even say hi to me. No hello, like, oh my gosh, you're here. She kind of just looks at me and, like, chuckles, I guess. And, like, kept acknowledging the kids. And I come up, and one of the kids is like, who are you? And I'm like, I'm Miss Alexia. And I'm the new assistant teacher. I'm in Miss Bitch's class. Just, like, you know, engaging with the kids. And mind you, the kids were lined up. Like, the teachers had called the kids to line up on the playground. And I had just walked up and showed up. Like, I'm new here. I don't know what the fuck to do. Hello? Guidance, please. Like, someone. And, I just remember, like, the teacher that I worked with not introducing me to the kids. Not telling the kids, like, who I am and what's going on and why I'm new here and why I'm gonna be in the class. Like, I just remember her vibe just being, like, bitchy. Like, have you seen that recent TikTok of this, like, woman who works at a daycare and it's, like, going viral and she's, like, being mean as fuck to the kids? And she picked up a kid and she's like, I don't care! Sit down! You are not listening! Don't look at her like she's gonna help you. That's what she said in the video, okay? I'm quoting the video. Miss Bitch was quite literally like that. Listen, I get it. They're kids. They're kids. They need a lot of guidance. A lot of kids to witness and manage and, you know, make sure everything is okay. A lot of kids, that can be overwhelming as fuck, okay? I understand that. But it's like, if you you being a bitch to me and to the kids is not gonna help anything. It's not gonna help anything. I just remember her being so, like, she just, like, would never acknowledge me. She would never, like, help me with shit. And oh my God, this fuck-ass fucking preschool. I was, like, 2 weeks new to the job, right? 2 weeks, you still don't know shit. You're still learning shit. I'm sorry. Like, it's true. And so, I literally remember. So, kids would have nap time for 2 hours. After the first 30 minutes of putting them to sleep, I would have a break from 12:30 to 1:30. And then Miss Bitch would have a break at 1:30 to 2:30. So I was in charge of getting all of these kids up from nap time. Look me in the face and tell me you think I was trained for that shit. Thoroughly. No, I wasn't. I had to get all these fucking kids up. I give myself a 6 out of 10 for how well I did with no fucking training. And you can't leave the classroom, right? Because no one's gonna be in the room monitoring the kids. Like, you gotta be in the classroom at all fucking times, right? There's gotta be at least one teacher in the classroom. I remember just, like, yelling, like whisper yelling, like, getting near the door, because the door was open, right? And I was like, I might need some help, you guys, or, like, something, like, just help me, like, what the fuck? I don't know how to get all these kids, I don't know how each kid does when they're getting up from nap time, like, and, that break, the time where I have the break, it was new, right? It was new. So, like, it was new at that 2-week mark. So I didn't know how to get these fucking kids up from nap time. And of course we had, like, the misbehaved fucking kids. They know I'm the new teacher. They know they can take advantage of me and do whatever the fuck they want and misbehave, and I'm not gonna do shit because I don't know how to do shit. And it was just not a good vibe at all. Like, not a good fucking vibe. So once I yelled out the door, like, I need help. Come help me. The teacher from next door was like, it's okay, I'm here to help you. It says on the schedule that I'm here to help you. I looked at the schedule. No, the fuck it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Stop lying to me. Stop gaslighting me. Why the fuck are you lying to me? I just remember that job being such total bullshit, and I fucking hated that job so much. I remember, like, not all the kids were misbehaved, but, like, a good chunk of them were, and it's just, I don't want to take care of COVID babies. Fuck that shit. Anyways. So I quit there. I was like, I can't take this shit. I remember going to my boss at the time and having, like, a list of stuff that bothers me, like critiques, if you will. And underneath that list, I had, like, how we can solve these issues. And, I watched this video. I remember Googling, like, how to tell boss you're upset with circumstances. At fucking 19! At a preschool, I am looking up on the internet how to tell boss you are not happy with circumstances. At 19 years old, I just turned 19. And my fuck-ass boss is sucking Miss B's dick so hard while I'm telling her these critiques. She's like, I tell her too, I'm like, this girl is, like, being mean to me. Like, maybe not mean, but, like, her demeanor is very rude, and, like, I feel like she just doesn't want to help, and, like, she made me, she told me that I did something incorrectly, and the way she did it, I felt was very inappropriate and just unprofessional, and it made me feel really bad and really stupid and just ashamed of myself. And I don't know if I work well with her. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just don't. Like, no wonder you guys are fucking hiring for this fuck-ass position, and all the other classrooms are full with teachers that have been there for quite a while. Maybe this bitch, no one likes working with this bitch because she's a bitch. Ever thought of that? Or are you just gonna keep sucking her off? I don't know. Anyways, so I told her all this, and she's gaslighting me, being like, no, Miss Bitch is like the nicest teacher, like she's always been very nice to me and all the other staff, and just like, I'm just shocked to hear that like you have such an issue. Don't do that shit, dude. Because what you're doing is invalidating my fucking, not even my feelings, just invalidating the way I feel and observe shit. Like, it was just such a fucked situation, and just, it really fucked with my head. I'm just like, really? Like, I'm coming to you so professionally, by the way, with the issue and how we can fix the issue, and you're still telling me that I'm wrong, basically. It's like, suck my actual clit. Suck my clit. This video is too long. I've had more jobs. I'm gonna make a part 2 to this, so stay tuned for that. Love you so much. Bye.